Welcome back to another special episode of Pitch Practice, the show. Want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. My name is Mark, and I'm the guy behind the mental marketer and the private Facebook group, Funnel Building 101. What's up, family? Who
What's
do we
going
have with us
on?
today?
We got Brandon here with BKX Squared Marketing, fixing your digital foundation and getting you found.
Yes.
Then you've
And
got Inky Morales, always closing the deal. Let's roll. Lean on the pen. Let's do this. Come on now.
lean on the pen.
Lean on the pen. Let's do this.
This is a special episode that we wanted to have just pre-Thanksgiving. Lots of people are off this week, so I want to ask you guys, hey, what is your favorite thing about Thanksgiving? Brandon?
For me, it's the food. I know I don't need any more of it, but that's the one thing I like. You have the one day a year where you can splurge a little bit, bust that diet up, eat all the good sweets and treats and pies and turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes, and you just have that nice home cooked meal and you're with your family. So that's what I love most about it.
Yes. Laura?
For me is I love all my 10x journals of the year. Every
Wow.
single of the year, right? All the calls, all the yeses, all the tiny little wins. You realize that all those things add up to deals. Somebody picked up the phone to run a cold call, when somebody picked up the phone um, at a difficult moment that you didn't know how to have a conversation, but you got through it. When you followed up on leads that sucked.
Uh,
When you followed up on a referral, when you pushed through 4 months later and still worked on a deal and got it through. My favorite part really is remembering, like, it takes tiny things to be thankful for to move deals forward. and
mhm.
and that's the same thing for my personal life as well. So my favorite thing is just looking back at some of these and just realizing, wow, I've every single time somebody picked up the phone, like, I'm incredibly grateful that they took a
Mhm.
minute of their time to listen to me. So all those tiny little things is the best part of it, right? Because it takes people to make a life and to make a living. So grateful for people and people that I don't even know yet.
Mm-hmm. I'm thankful for you two. I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful for food. And yeah, I'm just thankful for this entire year also. When you look back on this year, you make good points there. Talk about just those little actions that you've made.
Yep.
Um, Not all the decisions were you know, the right decision. Well, I won't say they were the right decisions, but you didn't get what you expected from what you went for. So there's been a few detours this year, a few uh back and look over things again, but still moving forward. And we're all moving forward too. I think that's awesome. Let me ask, which who loves doing this more? Who loves doing this more?
I think Laura loves it the most. I like it. It's good. It's great for exposure and helping people out and getting them moving forward. But Laura's the one that put all this thing together, and we're thankful for her for doing that.
uh,
And we're all just trying to take it to the next level and get more people involved.
Yeah, I love your screen, your background there. Make time, not excuses.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's beneficial for the end of the year to kind of have that up. I think it's on my desktop as well. People that say they don't have
Yeah.
the time to do anything,
Uh,
that's not true. It's just not a priority for them to do it. So,
we
um,
all, yep.
if you want to get it done, you'll figure out how to get it done.
Us, yes. I, man, I think that I look forward to this every week, and I look and it's like you guys are in my mind almost all week as as I'm ringing the bell, uh ringing the bell, ringing the gong, having these interactions, growing. just having conversations. So I love doing this. I love this because this is about the critical exchange point. And without that critical exchange point, nothing happens. No one wins. Your buyer doesn't win. No one gets the turkey. No one gets the sweet potato pie. If someone hadn't sold the store on having stuffing, we wouldn't be having Thanksgiving.
You're right. We absolutely wouldn't. It's fun to think of it that way, and you break it down to the littlest things. I mean, some rep from some company had to go to some grocer to say, "Hey, will you carry our stuff?" And get the deal to then be able to sell the products and goods that we buy.
It makes the world go round. We're
Closing makes the world go around.
Creating our own little economy. And if you help, the more people that you help, the more impact that you'll have on those around you. And I think that's what Thanksgiving is about, really. And it's impact, and a positive impact on all those around you. All right. So do we want to get to what we went over in our reading today in the Closer's Survival Guide? So let's go over it. We went over the spousal stall closes, the spousal stall closes. So this is he has 5 different spousal stall closes. So you want to
4. We got 4 closes.
4? Okay. 1,
Yeah,
2,
master these, and you'll never have to worry about your wife holding you back ever again.
Ah.
Or I should say somebody else's wife or wives holding you back again.
Or wives, if you're a Mormon or a polygamist. You got a lot of objections to overcome. It's like, which wife is it?
Yes, that's right. Maybe that's why our recording didn't record, because you were talking about multiple wives, Laura.
I was. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, let's see. Go ahead. Kick us off, Mark. What's that first one?
Spousal stall close number 1. What if your spouse says no? Then you answer. Then I need your okay here, here, and here. And no, I'm sorry. What if your spouse says no, and then they respond, they won't? Okay, great. Then I need you to sign right here, here, and here. And what if they say, then if my spouse says no, then we won't buy? Well, would they say no to the product or the money? If the product, you're going to ask probe further and say, well, what do you suggest? And if it's the money, you'll ask, what about the money? The down payment, the monthly payment, or the price? Think in our discussion, he only has these 2 possible responses, but I think we all agree there could be more responses to this answer. And one of those answers was time. You told us an experience about using this close, Brandon, and the objection was the time, not the product or the money. So and with this close, I think, as with all the spousal closes, it seems to be a stall.
Yeah, it's 100% the stall, because most people are good in heart, and meaning they don't want to disappoint you or let you down. And so they don't like to tell people no, because again, it's disappointing, and it makes somebody else feel bad. And underlying everybody, we're all good in that sense, unless you're just a real big jerk like I am sometimes and don't care about anybody. But no, and that's what it comes down to. Anytime that you're dealing with a client or customer, they're coming into it knowing that yes, they're going to be dealing with somebody. They understand that this is how you make money, and they want to be supportive of you, maybe subconsciously, and they don't want to disappoint you, and they don't want to disappoint themselves either. So that's why it's difficult for people to just flat out say no and put everything on them. They want to scapegoat, and who better than the wife or the husband to make the scapegoat as the reason why they're not buying today.
Nice. How do you handle this,
But
Inky?
but you have to remember, like, if somebody seeked you out to get some information about a product, there is a problem to be solved.
Mm,
So that's why you have to understand where these stalls are coming from, right? So if somebody's like, oh, well, they're not gonna say yes to this product, or they're not gonna say yes to this price, great. Like, then that's why you as a salesperson need to understand, great, I'm going to be full of solutions, great, what is the thing that I need to control, that I need to take care of in order for this deal to go through, right? And then that's when we kind of go into that next close of that second stall close, where he's like, I agree and you should, right? He says, if your wife is anything like mine, and never tells when you love something, and I never tell her no when I love something, I need your approval here and here and here, right? So then these are different types of ways and different types of word tracks to talk to somebody when they're in front of you, or when they're giving you a stall on anything that has to do with a spouse. You have to remember that people love to push decisions off, and your goal as a salesperson is actually to get them to you. That's why you need to have like so much certainty, right, in what you're doing and how you talk to somebody, so they can just like lean in on that pen, right? Hey, if your wife's anything like mine, we never tell no to each other, right? As long as we love something, I need your approval here and here, right? You got to take people to logic now.
Yeah, because ultimately, you as a salesperson, if you don't have that critical exchange point, then your buyer is going to keep their problem. And their buyer is going to keep their problem. And you have to be at the point where no one wins when you don't close them.
Exactly. Nobody wins. And it's a disservice to not close a deal, right? I'm not saying you need to close people that don't use your product and don't use your services, and it's a disservice for them. That's actually bad too. You need to find the right people for your product and your services to transact and complete an action item, right? To complete that transaction, because that's the critical exchange point in the winner's circle. Everybody wins.
Yes, the winner circle. You did the spousal close stall 2.
So you got a third one. Yep.
Yep, the third one. You got that one, Brandon?
Got it. Locked it in. This is a funny one. This is one you got to stay with your chest, because it can really turn some people off. It's basically saying, do it anyway and ask for forgiveness,
Yeah.
Do it anyway and ask
come in
for
with
forgiveness.
some swag.
Yeah.
You gotta come in with some real swag.
Put that big old smile on your face and say, it's better to ask for forgiveness
Then ask for permission. Yeah,
there it is.
And that's master closers only. Don't be weak and go for it.
That's it, pretty much. You got a Chris Rocket, and
say it with your
chest. No, it's not Chris Rocket. It's Chris. It's the other Chris.
Chris Tucker.
No.
Chris.
Chris Angel.
No.
Chris Rock.
No, he was at man, you're at the. Oh man, I'm totally blowing this here. Who was the guy? The comedian.
It'll come to you.
It'll come. He was at 10X GrowthCon 2 years ago. Always hangs out with The Rock. That guy.
You're talking about Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah, you got Kevin Hart and not Chris Rocket. My bad, Kevin. You got to stay with your chest.
Yeah.
It's too early in the morning.
And then we had the spousal stall close number 4. I understand. And if you and your spouse are like me and mine do, then she knows you're here and knows what you're doing. Let's do this and get it done. If you don't have any other reservations, I need your okay here and here. All right. That's the end of the spousal closes. And I think we had come up with some we were having that conversation and we were talking about it being a stall, and then we really had came to a really good series of questions to ask.
Yes.
Questions to ask. You want to do those questions for us, Laura?
Which questions? Do you remember?
Yeah, the questions. As is it true? Is it true that
Okay, got it.
is it true? Is it true that your spouse trusts you?
Exactly. So there's, once you start practicing all these closes and start putting all these word tracks in your brain, as you start, evolving in your sales career, you're gonna have to really is really the goal of all these closes is to mix them and to make them your own, right? And to have your own word tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one close that's way further ahead, and it's like 3 yeses, and this is actually one that you could almost marry into a spousal close of, hey, is it true that you and your spouse, always make good decisions together, right? Is it
Mm-hmm.
true that your spouse trusts you, right? And you've always led her in the right path, right? Is it true that you always make the right decisions for your family, right? And if that person's like, yes, 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 all right, then let's do this. Lean on the pen. Let's roll, right? You came here
Mm-hmm.
for a reason. I'm here to solve your problem, and this is going to take care of that, right? I want you to make the right decision for your family, and I know this is the right decision. Let's do this, right? So this is like one of those other ways for you to start using the closes in your own way, in your own fun kind of creative sense. And that one's like 3 yeses, and you could marry them with your spousal stalls. Like, is it
Marry
true,
them.
Mark? Is it true that you make good decisions for your family?
Right. And the questions that you want to ask are questions that are, you're going to get an affirmative, that are easily just pour out for them to say, okay, is it true that your wife trusts you? Yeah. Is it true that you only have your family's best interest at hand? Yeah. And is it true that you've made decisions before without your spouse? Yeah. Then let's don't ask for permission. Let's ask for forgiveness. Well,
Exactly.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. Make those
Let's do
questions
this.
or overcoming this objection will get them in that yes framework so that it falls out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. You were going to say, Brandon?
No, I got nothing on that. But I mean, we in kind of discussing the deal with those 3 yeses and kind of coming up for the decision on why I personally would just go ahead and make the decision without the wife is again knowing, understanding that I have the best interest at heart with the family, and wouldn't put them in a situation that would bring them harm, so to speak, with financially, and that's the thing that you gotta pull out of your client. You got to get that hot button that makes them know that it's okay for you to say yes, because you're doing it for X, Y, and Z reasons, and one of them being that your family needs the product. It is good to include the spouse, but again, as Laura was saying, you've already talked to the spouse about why you're going out to to hunt for the family and bring back the kill yourself. You know what I mean? So that's why I got irritated, every time I sold a car to
All right, guys, I gotta hop off. I
okay.
gotta get on the radio. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, Thanksgiving. Great, great seeing you, Laura. All right.
But I was saying there, it was difficult, selling cars to one person at a time with the wife not being there. But I did make it happen that they ended up leaving with the car. But it did take a little bit of massaging to say, hey, it's okay, you can do this without them, unless their credit was bad and they needed a co-signer. But that's another story.
That's not a stall close. That's an actual roadblock right there.
Yeah, that's a roadblock. Can't get the money.
Yeah, yeah. He includes these closes as stalls. I noticed
Yeah,
that they're like stalls. That's interesting because you realize that these are not really the true objection. These are typically used when, like, I think, did we talk about this already? Where you said that people generally just don't want to say no right away.
yeah. People don't want to disappoint anybody else, and that's what it all comes down to. It's telling somebody no. Knows is going to be a disappointment, and um, they just don't want to make anybody feel bad because then they feel bad themselves. And but if you can tell them, hey, it's okay, don't worry about it, type deal, and make them more comfortable, then one, you're less likely to get a no, and two, you're able to open them up more and let them know
Yeah.
that you're there for them and can solve their problem.
One thing I do is I make people get off of the fence. I make them get off of the fence and make a decision. There's a saying that says a fast no is better than uh, no, it's better than a forever maybe. A
Right.
fast no, yeah, a fast no is better than a forever maybe, because sometimes people will, because I think they feel that way, they don't want to make a decision. They don't want to get off the fence. Well, maybe I'll think about it. Okay, what's your decision right now? Tell me yes or no. That way, if you get the no, you're one step closer to the yes.
That's true. I love that book. And I'm kind of that way myself. I don't like to beat around the bush or him and haw about something. If you make a decision, and just move on. Life's too short to be wondering, hoping, and praying and thinking too much. So that's it.
Yes, yes. So, you're gonna be doing some cooking this Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
It's Thanksgiving Eve.
yeah. So we got small meals, just gonna be the four of us here. We might go out to grandma's over the weekend. I got a lot of shows to do at the local theater. They're showing Strange World, so I'll be going to that show tonight, volunteering, and so tomorrow night we're gonna probably do family night out to go see the show as well while I volunteer. And then over the weekend we'll see what kind of family travels we get into and who we go visit.
Nice, nice. I'll be at my brother's tomorrow. Lots of food, turkey. I've been on the I think, okay, I'm gonna say my sister-in-law has been, she sent out evites.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so it's that serious. It's evites with everybody's name and everybody's responsibility, and making sure, people are bringing the games, the drinks, and it's been an interesting conversation all week leading up to it, and I'm looking forward to it though. I'm looking forward to having some time just sitting on the couch and having drinks, and I'm gonna get my sweet potato pie.
And there you go.
I closed on the sweet potato pie. I know your favorite is pumpkin pie.
I'm pumpkin pie all the way. Sweet potato isn't bad, but pumpkin pie is where it's at.
Oh, it was funny. Laura sent me a picture of a bag of sweet potatoes, and I said, "Are you gonna cook?" No, we're gonna eat out. I'm like, okay, why do you have these bag box of, big bag of sweet potatoes? I guess it's yeah. I love pumpkin pie too though. I was thinking I'll tell you, okay, so I'm gonna tell this story that I did a Grant Cardone this week.
Mm,
I did a Grant Cardone this week. You remember I was on stage, it's been about a month or so ago, right?
hmm.
And there was a photographer that was there. Well, I haven't gotten these pictures yet. I don't know. He might be watching. I appreciate I appreciate it. But so I've been waiting on these pictures, and you know, it's it's completely complimentary, right?
Right.
So not paying him anything for it. He's doing it as just to show support. And I was asking, I said, hey, you know, I reached out to him, hey, do you have a timeline to have this done? And he said, oh, I'm pretty swamped right now. I'm gonna be getting it out to you here within the next month or so. And I said, okay. I was just looking for a timeline. I said, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I said, let me ask, do you have a PayPal account? And he messages me and he says, yes, I do have a PayPal account. And he said, but it's on the house. Don't worry about it. Don't you don't need to do anything. I said, I said, that's cool. Thanks for the update. I said, are you saying that you don't have an account? He said, oh yeah, I have an account along with other pay ways to accept payments. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Just out of curiosity, what is your PayPal? I asked him just out of curiosity, what is your PayPal? He sends me the PayPal, and guess what I do, Brandon?
You send him money.
Exactly.
Did you get your
It's,
pictures?
uh,
Did you get your pictures then?
the next day.
Nice.
You know, I learned that from Grant Cardone about the. Do you know the story about the plane?
Yeah, yeah. So he's done that. He's done that deal twice. He did it once with the plane. You know, when I don't know if it's second or third plane, but he needed a plane for the end of the year for his taxes, and he talks to the manufacturer or the dealer or whatever, and say, hey, you know, Grant, we don't have you a plane, so he's like, I need to buy a plane. Here's $25 million or whatever. Wired it next day, whatever, and got the plane. So that's cool. And then he did it again with um his show, Undercover Billionaire,
Yeah.
to Discovery. He
Oh
sent
yeah.
he sent them $1 million so that he could run his millionaire booklet on TV. And I think the last time he told the story was during the One Funnel Away challenge, or not One Funnel, the new funnel challenge.
Your
For,
first funnel.
yeah, your first funnel challenge. He told that story again on how much money he made from that free book giveaway. I think he averaged like $30 or $40 per deal with that ad just to do the free millionaires booklet, which is absolutely crazy and insane. And I think he ended up like 3x his money or something like that on
Yeah.
that $1 million.
Well, let me ask you, because I know that you had some new discoveries this past week about how to get people ranked on Google, and it's based on what?
Oh no,
the
it's not so much
the
ranked
weather.
on.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's not.
based on the weather.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's not rankings, it's straight display advertising, and the technology's out there now to be programmatic based on weather. So like if you have a business that is weather related, whether roofer, landscaper, you know, detailer, anything like that, like you can run your ads now based on what the weather is. So, you know, if you know a storm's coming, um, you know, if the winds are a certain speed, or if it's, you know, reported to have hail or anything like that, like you can start showing your ads ahead of time to get the awareness out there and get in the subconscious mind of people, and then continue to run them after the event, so that you're top of mind when people are looking for those services. So it's
Okay.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool technology. Yeah.
So wow. So this is display ads. So this is
Mhm.
not search.
No, this is display. So if there's a weather event that's slated for an area, you know, you can start taking over websites and things like that to become top of mind. So when the event happens, or just as it had occurred, you know, you're still top of mind for to get the call, you know, for the help.
Real quick, what's the difference between display and search ads?
Okay, so display ads. So let's say you're on MSNBC or Yahoo or something like that, and you're just kind of scrolling through all the banner ads and things like that you see around it. That's just display, and it's programmatic based on demographics, locations, etc. Search engine marketing is someone is looking for a particular keyword.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they need a roofer near me, or leaky roof repair, or landscaping service. They're going to type that into Google, and you'll see the list from the search results there. Now they do kind of work together, being that all data is tracked and traced and sold and moved around and things like that. So you type in landscapers near me, you're most likely going to start seeing display advertisings for landscapers as well, or you end up going to a landscaping site, you're cookied, and the interwebs know who you are, what you're looking for, and they start showing you all types of landscaping ads or whatever.
Okay, great. Just to give a brief overview, and that's a brand new feature that's available for display advertising now.
Yeah, it's all part of the local ads program that I have. There's several different levels of service that you can get with that. There's the basic, just display, doesn't track anything, but you have it there and you figure out a way to track it yourself. And then it goes all the way up to tracking, if somebody calls you, they fill out a form, they actually come to your location. And then now with the enhancement of the weather-based ads, that you can actually show them when there's inclement weather. So again, it's perfect for roofers, landscapers, auto detailers, anybody that deals with exterior home or vehicle type businesses. So it's pretty cool.
Or any business that could be when weather comes to effect, and you might be able to just generate business due to the weather.
Yeah, so it really can be anybody. Outdoor mini golf courses, they show an ad when it's bright and sunny to get people out. Yeah, to get people out to your location. And then when it's wet and rainy and miserable, maybe a movie theater can show an ad to get people out to come see the latest show. So there's tons of ways that business can use the weather to their advantage to get people out.
Nice. Well, it is our weather here is scheduled to be pretty cold and dreary for Thanksgiving, and it's the day before Thanksgiving. So a lot of this day right here, a lot of people tend to use this day to kind of get prepared for tomorrow. And then after that is going to be the infamous Black Friday. I remember when I used to wake up in the morning to go to the stores and bundle up, and that was fun times. So I actually remember that being fun. But now it's done almost just. Black Friday starts the day before Thanksgiving. You have any? Yeah, you have any Black Friday things going on?
Yeah, we got a full business in a box set up. Get you a 5-page website and all the apps you need to run your business effectively. It's $19.97 to start and only $2.99 a month after that for maintenance and the software and hosting. It's all included in there, and you get marketing training as well to help you understand your customer journey along with that. And if you end up buying before Monday, I'll send you out on a cruise 4 days to the Caribbean. And if you need airfare, I'll hook you up with that too. So that's what you get. You got to buy it by Monday though. So you got to reach out to BKX Enterprises, Google it. You'll see me pop up there. Shoot me a message that you want the Black Friday special, and we'll get you hooked up.
Nice. Make sure to put that in. Well, I was approached a few months ago by one of the members inside of my private Facebook group, and they were using this software that really allows them to generate just unlimited leads on Facebook using their personal profile. I've actually been using it, and they've been helping me because they had this process down to just cold strangers have no idea who you are. turning them into warm leads and buyers, and they're spending upwards of 10K or more just right there on the spot. And sometimes they're doing this in less than like 24 hours. So they approached me and said, hey, I want to give you a free account. You see, that's a perk. I'm thinking, okay, that's the perk of being an owner of a Facebook group and being as visible and present on social media as I am. You know, you may not realize this, but when you do that, that's the asset you're building up, is the audience, and others see that as valuable for you because you've got the attention of that audience. Could be audience of entrepreneurs, realtors, plumbers, roofers. It really doesn't matter because the audience is typically just gathered under one central topic and one central theme. So the person that approached me, I think they see the value in giving me this free account. And because there's nothing but entrepreneurs and closers, they need to generate leads. And if they can generate leads for free using their Facebook profile, then why not give it to me so I can use it and then be able to talk about it with everyone else in the group. It's a perk. I love it. So they gave me this free account, and included in that account is this training. I think it's called Code to Sold or something like that, but it's filled with like major tips on how to turn your leads and cold leads into buyers. It's actually the Grant Cardone course. It's actually a Grant Cardone course that has been, used, but you can grab it. And actually in the description of the live videos, I've been including a link. So you should be able to find that link somewhere. It's on sale right now, 50% off. I've been using the account for a few months and it's been having the amazing results. It's probably why I've been absent a little bit from social media a little bit lately, because I've been having so many conversations. Make sure to check the links around this video if you're interested in that. Thanks so much. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and bye from us here, and talk to you soon.
Take care.
All right. Bye.